Hello, hello. Welcome to the Paid to Be You Bootcamp. Oh my goodness, you are here and I am here and we are here divinely connected. I'm so excited to have you here and I cannot wait to unpack what we have over the next 3 days. This is the Paid to Be You Bootcamp. This is where you're going to learn a better way, a more superior way to take what you know, to take what you love, to take what you are good at, to take your expertise, your knowledge, your gifts, your skill, your experiences, your story, and package that, turn it into a whole product, okay, and a business and a company that gets you paid to be fully who you are, to be fully who you are. This is not a monetization class, just so that I can warn you. Okay, this is not another class where you come to and learn how to create one ebook, how to slap one online course together and put a price on it where you can sell for 10,000 naira or $10. No, not around here. Here, you learn how to package as premium. You learn how to package yourself as the highest of products, okay, that ever exist in your space, in your industry. So you're going to be experiencing mindset shift today. You're going to be experiencing mindset shift today. This is going to be an immersion for the next 3 days. So I really need you to be here. I need you to sit belt yourself. I need you to sit down. I need you to listen, plug in, tap in, be present for yourself. Do this for you. Shut out the noise. Shut out the noise. If you have a baby or you have kids, you've got to put them away. Somebody should help you hold them for the next 3 days. Starting today, the next 30, 40 minutes, you're going to be here with me. And I need you to pay attention because I'm going to be causing shifts for you, mindset shift. You're going to be experiencing that. This is going to be such an amazing time that we share together. I believe that you have been divinely connected with me. And in this divine space that we are in, and this divine time that we're going to be sharing energy, I want to believe that it's going to be something for you that will give you a turnaround and a breakthrough, not just because I'm saying it, but because you are going to experience exactly that. Before we dive right in, my name is Emily Wale-Koya. I have been doing this for the last 9 years. I've been teaching, coaching, guiding, training, moms, women, experts, CEOs, executives, captains of industry, founders, all right, how to actually build payable brands, how to actually turn themselves into goats, absolute goats in the industry. By goats, what I mean is the greatest of all time because you are deserving of that. So you become an absolute goat. You become so in demand with what you do. You become so highly sought after. And because you're highly sought after and you're in demand, you get paid premium. So you're going to learn that this is your starting point to all experiencing all of that. Your starting point to experiencing all of that. All right. I'm not going to go into more details about myself, but trust me, I've been doing this for 9 years and I have been there. I have seen that, and I have done 99. What's left is just one more. Okay. One more. And I want to help you avoid some of the mistakes that um I got into or that I experienced. You don't have to experience them so that for you to become a better person. You can become a better person by listening to me share about them, talk about them, and how I'm doing so much better. Some of you are familiar with my work, some of you are not. And for those of you that are not familiar with my work, I would share with you how you can actually familiarize yourself with my work on social media so that you can check me out and check if I'm credible, if I'm somebody that is worth listening to. But before you do that, you would have listened to me for 30 minutes and you'll be able to tell already. Some of you already I'm able to tell whether I'm worth listening to or not. Anyway, welcome to the Paid to Be You Bootcamp. I want you to spend the next 1 minute, just 1 minute, okay, to inhale my brilliance, inhale my presence, inhale my energy. I want you to inhale my magic because I am magic. Oh, yes, I am. So take 1 minute and just soak yourself in all of the brilliance that you are about to experience here today. I know some of you are going to be saying, is she crazy? Why is she so full of herself? You're about to experience some shift. This is not the time to be apologetic about your brilliance. This is not the season for that. You're not going to be humble today, not under my watch. The next 3 days, you're going to be unapologetically you, the highest version of you. All right. So I'm sure you have inhaled of my presence. You've inhaled my brilliance, my magic, and you're going to be able to do the same thing out there when you're done with me or when I'm done with you for 3 days. Again, over the next 3 days, we're going to dismantle old thinking. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to unlock your expertise. We're going to rebuild your business in a way that works for you. You're going to learn why most people struggle to build real business, okay, around what they know. Because like I said, this is not about monetizing your knowledge. This is about building a whole business, a real business, a sustainable business, a predictable and profitable and peaceful business around what you know, what you love, and what you do. You're going to learn why it's hard, what's in the way, and how you can actually give yourself a breakthrough. How you can give yourself a breakthrough. I'm sure there's somebody who's listening to me, and maybe that's exactly you. You've been doing this for some time. You've been monetizing in quote. You've created this ebook, you've created this course, you've created this, you've created that. You've done a bit of, the social media gurus that you just pack their random information. You don't need random information out anymore. You need to commit to someone and a program for a long period of time, 6 months to 12 months. But I'm going to share about that much later. So if you've created something, you started monetizing your knowledge already, but you still feel stuck. You still feel so stuck. Maybe you were able to do one launch or two launches, and you don't even know what to do anymore. You don't know how to move forward with your brand and your business and your ideas. You're so stuck. You started building your email list, but you're stuck. You created the course, but you're stuck. You launched the book, but you're stuck. You're posting on social media, but you're still stuck. And not just stuck, maybe broke. So today, I want to help you get a breakthrough. So I officially welcome you to day one of the Paid to Be You, to be fully you bootcamp. Fully you bootcamp. You don't have to do any other thing aside, being fully you, the most authentic you. You bring everything about you to the table, your uniqueness, your brilliance, your speed, your perspective, your wisdom. You bring it to the table, and the world will have no choice but to notice you and to pay you to be fully you. The number one mistake that most people make when it comes to monetizing, in quote, monetizing, all right, their expertise when it comes to getting paid to be who they are, is that they start without clarity on their offer, their audience, or their value proposition. So some people, and most people, you just hear that you can monetize your knowledge, or you can actually create a course, you can actually write a book, you can actually start selling your knowledge, you can put this together and put that together, you can slap this digital product together, and you can actually start making money online. And you did that, but it didn't work. You know why it didn't work? You do not have clarity. You did not have clarity when you started. You still don't have clarity. You don't know what you're selling. You don't know how to price your product. You don't know what your product should be made up of, the composition of your product. You don't know who your ideal customer is or your audience. You don't know your value proposition. You don't know how you can actually pitch this in such a way that people are going to buy. So that's the one mistake that most people make, because they jump straight into the doing without first of all thinking, without first of all planning, without first of all visualizing. Why are you doing this? Why did you start this in the first place? Do you even know? You're a big girl, for God's sake, or a big boy, right? So why are you doing this? Why are you on social media every day showing up? I always tell people, listen, if I was just on social media and all I hear from people is post, post, be consistent, post, post, be consistent, be consistent. And if that's what I've been hearing for the last 1 year, I've just wasted my time. I've wasted my time actually posting, actually being consistent, because consistency is not enough. You've got to be consistent, but you also have to be clear. Why are you consistent? What should you be consistent on? You have to be clear, crystal clear. What am I selling? What am I offering? What am I doing here? What's my money goal or income goal? Who is my ideal customer? Who am I speaking to? What's my content strategy? You've got to be clear. So people just jump straight into doing. They build a website. They put their logo together. They do design. They get their coloring. They get their fonts. They even try to sell something, but you know what happens? No retraction. They're not able to sell. They're not able to sell. That's one problem that I see because they skipped the clarity part, the clarity part, the clarity part. What are you doing? Who are you serving? What are you selling? Why are you doing this? They skipped it. They skipped it. You can't build a business on vibes alone. You can't build a business on information alone. You can't build a business because you heard that this is the season to monetize your knowledge. No, it's not enough. You've got to put a plan together. So here are three clarity that you need. Three things that you need clarity on. Who you help, audience. What specific problem you solve for them. Problem. You don't just begin to show up without knowing what problem you solve. You must be solving a problem, and you must be solving a real problem, a painful problem, because that's the only time people are going to buy from you. If you're not able to eliminate their problem or eradicate their pain, they're not going to part away with their money. The third thing you need clarity on is what transformation you offer. What's the result you're bringing for your ideal customer? What this thing that you're selling, all of this content that you're posting, all of this consistency on social media, what is the transformation you offer? What am I going to get if I buy into what you're selling? What experience am I going to have if I buy into what you're selling? What problem are you going to eliminate for me if I buy into what you're selling? So when you know your ideal customer, that's your audience, then you know exactly what problem this person has that they are dying to get rid of. And so your solution is now what is going to give them that transformation. Because if you don't get clarity, you're going to, I mean, it's like a straight line, point A to point B. But if you don't get clarity, you start at point A, it's going to take you so many movements, so many steps, so many activities, so many stimulation, so many things to get a point B. Whereas if you get clarity, and when you get clarity, which is why you're here, you're going to be able to go from point A, okay, to point B with ease. Of course, there's going to be some friction. Of course, there's going to be some challenges. I'm not saying it's going to be like a walk in the park. No, but you're going to be way better, if you had clarity. You're going to be way better. The problem with chasing clients, because this is what a lot of people do on social media, they chase clients, they devalue themselves. When you're chasing clients, when you're always DMing people, when you're always spamming people, when you're always begging, you're begging, practically begging. And that happens when you don't build your brand correctly. Because if you build your brand correctly, especially the way that I teach it, you're not going to be begging people. People will be begging you. You're going to be able to position, you're going to be able to package, and you're going to be able to present yourself, present your offers, present your products, present your services in such a way that you become a living, breathing, thinking, talking magnet for success. You will be able to magnetize clients every single time, magnetize opportunities every single time, magnetize wealth every single time. When you chase clients, your energy, your focus, and time are wasted. You don't want that. You're always manually doing the things that you're doing. You need to have systems in place, which is one of the ways to actually stop chasing clients. It's part of my attract, don't chase framework. You have systems in place that do the attracting clients for you so that they chase you. They chase you. When you chase, you put yourself beneath the person you want to serve. You see, when you chase, you're always in chase mode. You're always pursuing. You're always begging. You're always whining. You're always sucking up to someone. You are putting yourself beneath a person. You're saying, hey, you're better than I am. You're saying, hey, I'm desperate. I need your help. I need the money. I need the payment. That's what you're saying. It becomes a game of proving to the person, convincing the person. It becomes a game of begging the person. And you're not supposed to beg in your business. You're not supposed to beg clients to come to you. You are supposed to attract clients. You're supposed to, because you lead in business. You lead. You know why you lead? When you create and have a solution to a client's problem, you become light. And the client who has the problem is in darkness and they need to come to light. And that means they come to you. That is the attraction, not chasing. It's the person that is in darkness that needs to be chasing to come to light, not you. So when you are chasing, you're saying, I don't have enough light. I don't have enough light. That's why I'm chasing. Because if you have enough light, you will shine your light so that men would see. You would shine your light. You would be like a city set and placed on a hilltop. Men will see you. You will shine. You didn't come here to be a beggar in your business. Please, I need us to purge ourselves of that hustling mentality that we have carried for many years. Many years we've carried that for many years. You need to tell yourself, enough. I'm done with this. I don't want this anymore. I'm done. Like I'm done. I'm done right now that I'm listening to this woman. I'm done right now that I'm listening to Emily. I'm done. You came to be a blessing. It's time to take your divine place. It's time to be divinely positioned and planted and rooted in purpose, a higher calling. Why are you in business? Is it to beg? Is it to beg? Is it to hustle? Is it to grind your way to death? No. You're in business to be a blessing. And for you to be a blessing to some other person, it means you are already a blessing. You possess blessing. You are walking, talking, thinking, dreaming, communicating blessing. And you pass that to others. So when you are acting in the opposite way of chasing, of hustling, of grinding, you are saying, I'm not a blessing or I'm not enough. That's what you're doing. So I want us right now to make this confession and affirmation with me, okay? Because I need to shift your energy from hustling to attracting. Shift your energy from begging to being a blessing. Shift your energy from feeling sorry for yourself to I'm excited about life every single day. I'm excited about life every single day. I'm doing exactly what I want to do right now. I love what I do. I'm a blessing. I'm empowered to empower others. I'm empowered to empower my clients. I'm empowered with what I know. I'm empowered with the magic and the brilliance that I carry so that I can pass it on to my clients. So I want you to do this with me. Open your mouth and say with me, I am a client magnet. I am attracting new clients every day. I make sales with ease. Clients come to me daily and they do so in abundance. I am attracting everything that is for my highest good. New opportunities, new energy, new mindset, and new connections. They come to me. How does that make you feel? You have to stay with this energy because you heard it once, it's not the end. You've got to work it. This is the new energy. This is the new you. This is the future you. This is how you operate from today, from hence. Take it from me. You are now, I'm now in partnership, divine partnership. This is the new you. You no longer hustle for clients. Enough. Enough. You know why this is so important to know? Because marketing and sales, attracting or chasing is an energy shift. It's about energy. It's about energy. It's about energy. It's about energy. How you speak, what you're thinking about, what you wear. It's all giving the vibes that it's giving. And you want to ensure that it's giving the right vibes. Because if you want to be a client magnet, you've got to do client magnetizing things. If you want to attract new clients every day, you've got to do things that would help you attract new clients every day. And I'm going to teach you over the course of 3 days, in the next 3 days. All right, you're going to learn that. Many of you feel like you're doing everything, practically everything. And this used to be me. Hello, this used to be me. My both hands are in the air, which you can see me. Many of you feel like you're doing everything. You're making reels, you're doing email marketing, you're doing webinars. This used to be me. I used to do webinars every week. I was always doing Zoom classes. I was always recording something to sell. I was always sending emails. I'm always making reels still, but I make way more strategic reels, not just better reels, But more strategic reels, my reels have a higher calling. My reels have a higher purpose, a higher assignment. You're always making, I was always creating a new ebook. I was always creating a new course. I was always hosting a coaching call with a client. And guess how much they're paying me? You don't want to know. But you would know. You would know as we go on, in the course of this training. So, and you're doing all of this, but you're not making sales. You're doing all of this and you're not growing. You're doing all of this and you're not making any progress. You're doing all of this and you're still exhausted. You're doing all of this and you're still stuck or feeling stuck or actually stuck. Why? Because you are trying to monetize your knowledge the way that the gurus are teaching you on social media, especially that Instagram. You're trying to monetize your knowledge that way. And that's not the way. What you want to do is to actually build your brand in a way that it pays you to be you. Hustling without strategy equals burnout. Jesus Christ. I wish I could say that 100 times. You need to hear it 1,000 times. Even if I say it 100 times, I need you to hear it 1,000 times. Hustle without strategy. You're just posting on social media. You're showing up on social media. You're telling them, buy from me, buy my course, buy something. Hey, you're putting call to action. Hey, you're doing everything that everybody's saying because you have picked random information on social media from every type of coach, even those that are not trained. Every type of coach. They're not trained, they're not experienced. They have no results. You're picking, you're packing, you're gathering, you're using, and now you're as confused as confusion can be. You're so confused. Your exhaustion is it's unprecedented. It's wild. You're about to die and drain in the noise on social media. And every single day you're showing up, meanwhile you're making no sales. Every single day you're showing up, meanwhile you're not making any money. Every single day. Listen, we're not monetizing our knowledge here. We're building sustainable businesses. We're building real, when I mean real businesses here. You still with me? Great. So if you're still hustling and you don't have a strategy, you're going to experience burnout. If you're being visible on social media and you don't have a strategy, you're making noise. Please write it down. So most people are bought into the myth that more equals success. No, more does not equal success. More does not equal success. In fact, less equals success. You've not heard it before, maybe. More does not equal success. Less equals success. The right thing equals success. The right strategy equals success. And that comes with clarity. That comes with clarity. You know how to build this thing. You don't know 100%. Neither do I, right? None of us have it all figured out. But you know the next step to take. You know the button to push. You know how to get leads. You know what product you should create. You know who your idea. These are basics. You should have them sorted out, figured out, mastered, and stamped. Then you can run with them. You need a focused, clear, leveraged path, not 1,000 tactics. Remember that word leverage. You're going to hear it again and again and again throughout the day 2, day 3. Leveraged path. You don't need 1,000 tactics. You don't need multiple offers. You don't need multiple products to sell. You don't. You just need 1 or 2. And you're going to learn about that here. The second problem that I see is that you're undefined. You haven't fully owned who you are, what you do, or how powerfully you do it. You're undefined. You're undefined. If I ask you, what do? You don't even know. Who are you? You don't even know. Who do you serve? You don't even know. You cannot articulate it as powerfully as you should be articulating it. You should be articulating it. Who are you? What do you do? Who do you serve? Who do you help? What do you help them do? You have to be able to articulate that so powerfully. And I'm going to show you how to do that. When your message is confusing, your result will be too. Listen, when your message is confusing, the message you're putting out there every single day, when your message is confusing, your result will be too. My message has always been constant. Get paid to be you. Get paid to be valuable. Get paid to help people. It's been constant. You don't have to chase anybody. You don't have to chase opportunities. Build yourself into someone that is chaseable. Build yourself into someone that is valuable. And when you do that, opportunities will chase you, clients will chase you. You become highly sought after. You become the absolute GOAT, greatest of all time. The problem I see that number 3 is that you don't have one leveraged offer. You see, I told you to pay attention to the word leverage. The problem, this third problem that I see, you don't have one leveraged offer. So problem number 1 is that you don't have clarity. Problem number 2 is that you are undefined. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know who you are. You don't know what you offer. You don't know who your ideal customer is. Problem number 3, you don't have one leverage offer. One leverage offer is the one product that you actually build and put together that you can sell every single day. You don't have that. Your knowledge, what you have is 10 tiny ones or none at all. Some of you are just on social media posting. You have nothing to sell. You're not selling anything. What a waste of your time. What a waste of your energy. What a waste of your resources. Waste, total, completely waste. You don't know what you're doing. That's the very first problem, clarity. Even if you're not selling anything, you need to be clear on the strategy that you are actually using on the platform that you're using to build your personal brand. If you're just going to be building your personal brand for the next 90 days or 6 months and you have nothing to sell, but you just want to build your personal brand, that's clarity, at least in that. That's a strategy, because building your personal brand is the foundation. And so anything you're going to be doing will be built upon that. So that's fine. That's good. You're clear on what you're doing. That's okay. But when you don't have clarity on anything, you're just there every single day. You're just winging it. Then you have a big problem. All right. So you need one leveraged offer. Your knowledge needs a home, a product, and this is a product. This could be a program. This could be an offer that works while you sleep. And this is the one leveraged offer. This is the one leverage. This is an offer that sells every day. Can you sell up every day on social media or with social media? Yes, you can sell, and you're going to learn that. You're going to learn that. You're going to learn that. All right. You're going to learn that. This bootcamp is your invitation to stop trying everything and start doing what works. Stop trying everything. I want to ask you right now to pause. 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 Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in. Please do it. Please do it. All right, and take it out now. Breathe out. Let's do that again. I'm going to be doing it with you. So you hold your breath, and then I'll tell you when to release it. All right? Square your shoulders. Okay? Don't be sloppy. Don't sit down like the world has come to an end. It has not. It's just beginning. Your life is just about to start. The best part of your life is just about to take off. I'm telling you, you're about to experience that. You're already experiencing that. All right, so let's do it. Let's breathe in at the count of 3. 1, you do it slowly, okay? 1, 2, and 3. Breathe in. Breathe in newness. Breathe in freshness. Breathe in speed. Breathe in elegance. Breathe in excellence. Breathe in ease. And breathe out. Yes. Yes. This is your invitation to stop trying everything and start doing what works. And what works is what I want to show you here today. So you're not too late. You're not too old. You're not too far behind. You're one offer away from the freedom you want. One offer, one offer, one offer, one offer, the right offer that I'm going to show you how to create. The right offer, not random offers, not random tiny offers, not random cheap offers all over the place. Oh my God. There is something called your freedom income, your freedom number. Okay. And this is the number that you are supposed to actually earn as an income every month to be able to live the lifestyle or the life that you actually dream about, including where you want to live, your vacation, where you want to shop, how you want to eat, what you want to eat, the kids, school, if you have a family, your freedom number. You need to know that number. When you know that number, and a lot of people don't know their number. When you know, and your numbers can be different from my number, it most likely will be different because we have different needs and different family size and different dreams and da da da. So when you know your freedom number, it helps you to know exactly how to position your pricing, what products to actually create, what to sell, how many sales you need per month, how many clients you need per month to be able to get that freedom number. So let's say your freedom number is $10,000, right? That's your freedom number. It's going to take care of this and take care of that, and you're still going to be able to invest some of them, right? So it means you can create a product that you can sell for $1,000 to 10 people. You need 10 people every month. It has to come in. Or a product that you can sell for $500 to 20 people. You need 20 people at $500 every month. It must happen. Or you need to sell something for $100 and you need 100 people to sign up for it every month, every month, every month. Every month, you walk towards it until you make it happen, and then you increase it to $20,000, and then you increase that to 25, to 30, to 40, to 50. You increase, you make progress, you grow. You're not going to stay in 10K forever. You grow. So it's not too late for you, even if you've been monetizing. It took me 5 years to realize that I was just monetizing, and I was just drowning, and I was just being drained in that monetize your knowledge web. It took me 5, 6 years to realize that. And that's why I'm teaching it. That's why I'm bringing it out, that you don't have to do that. So if you've spent 6 years already, we stop now. If you just spent a year, we stop now. If you're very new into this, you're not even going to experience it. Thank God for you. You've been saved from that. All right. So here's what I want you to do, because I don't want you to just watch these. I don't want you to just begin to say, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, she's busting my brain. No, I want you to actually take action. All right. Because it's in the action that you get to see results. It's in the action that you get to experience that clarity or have that clarity. It's in the action, it's in the doing. Right? So write down your best 3 skills or area of expertise. Write down your best 3 skills. What are the 3 skills that you have? Right? 3 things that you do so well. Let's say that. 3 things that you're able to use, okay, to make stuff happen, to get results for people, for your company, for your boss, for your spouse, for your whoever, your best, your top 3 skills. Your top 3 skills. So for me, it will be public speaking, it will be business strategy, it would also be social media. Maybe, it would be that as well. So you want to write or content creation. So you want to write your 3 best skills. It could be negotiating, it could be, skills, right? Skills. It could be making hair, it could be massage, helping people relax. It could be baking. It could be whatever. These are skills that you actually have. You can do. Okay, you can actually make happen. Use your hand or your brain to do these things. So when you write those down, who do I want to help with these? Okay, who do I want to help with these? So let's say public speaking is one of my skills, right? Who do I want to help with public speaking? So for me right now, because of what I know and how I understand positioning, I would say I want to help CEOs. I want to help CEOs who want to be able to put themselves out there, with content creation. I want to teach them how to speak, into the camera and create high impact videos. You know why I'm choosing CEOs? Because CEOs have money, they can pay me. So whatever you're choosing or whoever you're choosing, please make sure they can afford to pay you. We don't want any, we don't even know what we're doing mentality around here. No, we know what we're doing. We know exactly what we're doing. We're building a business. No, we're building a business. We're building a business. All right. So the second thing, what do I want to help people achieve? So who do I want to help? So let me say CEOs. I want to help them create high impact videos so that they can build visibility for their personal brand. Okay, they're already successful at in their organizations and work and company, but people don't know who they are. So I want to help people know who they are. So they have to start making videos, and I have to teach them public speaking, how to speak, so that they can amplify their visibility. So what do I want to help them achieve? I just said it. So that's what you want to do. Okay, does that make sense? Good. That's what you want to do. And then these are journal questions that you can actually ask answer. You're also going to find it under the comment section as well. And I need you to answer these questions right there. Okay. The other one you can share with us in the group. You can answer there. You can spend some time to think about it. But here are the ones that I need you to respond to in the comment section. You'll see a box there. You'll see other people commenting as well. But even if you're the first person, go ahead. Where have I been undefined in my message? So your message is, the overarching thing that you say or that you're trying to get out there and make people believe. That's your message. So for example, my message is about creating wealth for women, through them building personal brands that allow them get paid to be fully who they are without chasing anyone, right? That's my overarching message. Okay. So where have you been undefined in your message? So maybe you've not defined your message, or your message is defined, but it's not completely defined. You don't know who your audience is in that message. You don't know who your audience is. You don't know what problem they have. You don't know what problem you're solving. You don't have the offer for it. You don't have the product to sell. So where have you been undefined in your message? What's one story you have believed that's held you back? What's one story you've believed that has held you back again and again and again and again and again? What's one story you've believed? You're not enough. You don't have what it takes. Your story is not enough to be told. You don't have a master's degree, right? You don't have a job. You don't know how to speak English that well. You're divorced. Whatever. What's the one story you have believed that has held you back? I want to talk about it, because you may be able to find yourself or refine yourself and reclaim your power when you spend some time to think about this thing. What could my life look like if I had a clear offer that worked for me 247? This is life changing. What could my life look like if I had a clear offer? By an offer, what I mean is you have a product, okay, that is so juicy, right? That's the offer. The juiciness of the product is the offer, right? What people get when they buy the results, the transformation, right? What they get in the product or that the product has to offer. That's the offer. So if you had one, because that's what the Pay to Be You bootcamp is about, that's what the Pay to Be You framework is about, you having an offer that sells for you and works for you 247, 365 days a year. So what would your life look like if you had a clear offer that worked for you 247? So I want you to talk about it. You had an offer, you had a product, you had a course, you had a coaching program, you had something, something that sells for you and that works for you 247. It doesn't just sell for you, it also works for you. And I'm going to show you how it works for you in the course of the bootcamp. So those are the questions that I want you to answer. All right. And I'm going to see you tomorrow. I'll show you the Pay to Be You method to turn your expertise, all right, into one leveraged offer. We call it the OLO method. One, it's my stuff, right? I'll show you the method to turn your expertise into one leverage offer with clarity. So it's not just to create that one leverage offer, but I'm going to show you how to do this with clarity. I'm going to show you how to do this with ease. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to do this with profitability. I'm going to show you how to be profitable. I'm going to show you how to be profitable. Hear me well. I'm going to show you how to make money every single day. I'm avoiding to use that line. I'm going to show you how to earn an income every day by teaching what you know, love, and do with ease, clarity, and profitability. This is what we're going to do tomorrow. So today we've talked about the problem. We've talked about the mistakes or the three problems that people face that are trying to monetize and they're trying to build a business. We talked about the three. The first one we talked about was about having clarity. Okay, you're not being clear as to who your ideal customer is. You need to know who this person is, who you're here to serve. Is it? And you need to be as clear as defined as possible. That's now the second problem or the second mistake. You are undefined. You are so undefined. You still probably think this is a joke. You still probably think this is a hobby. Little No wonder you're not making money from it. No wonder you're not being profitable. No wonder you're not growing in it, because you still take it as a joke. It's not a joke. We're building real businesses here. We're building real businesses that can become companies tomorrow. We're not joking. When we joke, people around us, we take what we do as a joke. Our spouses, our husbands, people take it as a joke. Our friends, even people that are trying to work with us, or they will keep asking for discounts. This is not a joke. This is a whole business that I'm building. Don't joke with me. I'm building here. I'm building. Building is not beans. It's not walk in the park. It's not as easy as a hobby is the one that's easy. If I fail, no problem. If I succeed, no problem. No, this is a whole business. I've got to succeed. It's a win or win. It's a win or win. There's no losing here because I'm putting everything. You think it's easy to show up on social media every day? No, it's not a joke. I show up on social media. I've been on LinkedIn since January 1st till date. And my plan is to show up on LinkedIn from January 1st to December 31st, 365 days, 52 weeks. So why would anybody try to joke with me? And I communicate that with my content as often as I need to, so that everybody's hearing it. If you don't hear today, you hear next week. If you don't hear next week, you're going to hear next month. And people are talking about it. So you can't think I'm joking. So if you've been joking with your business, stop the joke. We're not trying to monetize our knowledge. We're building real businesses here around what we know, what we love, what we do. So I'm going to see you tomorrow. Do well to respond to the questions. Do well to ask questions as well if you have questions in the comment box. And I'm going to see you tomorrow for day number 2. I'll blow your mind and I will bless you still. All right. See ya.